Hi everyone, Micah here. Welcome back to another week, another writing vlog. It is currently 12:26 p.m. on July 16th, but this is clearly July 15th still because I haven't gone to bed yet. It has officially been 3 months since my accident. Went to Starbucks to celebrate. It feels silly to have that be like a moment for me, but like, you know, when I started writing, I was right out of undergrad and I worked my corporate job, which by the way, I got like a settlement from today. So like talk about like this like round thing. I literally got like less than $100. When I was starting, I would work my 9 to 5, go to the gym, go to Starbucks every night because that was like the only place where I could work that was like near where I was and what I could afford to do at the time. And for some reason, that place has always been tied to like my creativity and I know it's silly, but you know what? Everyone has things that they like, and I've literally written Starbucks into my musical, so it's really a tax write-off. But I got this for free because I had to cash in my stars before they expired because I haven't been there in 3 months. I like it because it's what I want to be. Like, I love flowers. I love wearing overalls. Obviously, this is not me, but like, I love the grumpy cat because that's so Miss Marin right there. And yeah, this is like a little reminder to myself. I have made it through. Like, physically walking those 6 blocks over there before, I didn't even think about that. But now there's like recoil damage. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling tired. Like if I just did the hardest workout of my life. And it was just 6 blocks there, 6 blocks back. Here's to 3 months since my accident. Here's to getting better. Here's to wearing a shoe. Here's to wearing a literal shoe. Okay, I need to stop talking. I'm so serious. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi friends. It is currently 8:30 on the 16th of July. Today's been a busy day. Got a delivery, which I'm gonna open with you right now. And also some thesis stuff, which isn't really part of this vlog, but just for me, they liked step 2. So we're in good shape, which is really exciting. And that allows me to really focus in this week on finishing the Bad Play Act 2. And by that, I mean like reading all my previous versions and trying to put a new one together that follows this set of events. I haven't gotten my stuff back from John yet, so I'm hoping to sort of get ahead since I know I'm gonna have to make revisions soon. So many meetings this week, particularly about cafe, so I really want to do this. But right now, I'm gonna open my little present that I got for myself that I've been talking about. Maybe I should do like an unboxing style video. Oh my god, look at me, an unboxer. God, this box is very hard to open. Okay, I decided to go with the vlogging camera of the Osmo Pocket 3. Very excited to have this because it does both front and back, which the iPhone doesn't do, and has always been my biggest problem as a vlogger because I hate using the front camera when the back camera is so good. So now I have both of them, so I'm gonna play around with this. Also came with a battery charger, which I've been needing just for myself. Ooh, a cable buddy, memory card, which I don't have because I don't have a camera. And then to clean the camera, and also what I'm going to use to clean my keyboard and my other electronics. So this is stuff that I'm going to be using a lot. So yeah, that's everything in the box. Very excited to have this. I've been wanting a camera for literal years now, and it's taken me a long time to kind of decide which one I want. I feel like I'm in the part of my career where actually this is a good investment because a lot of the grants that I'm applying for demand a video component, and I hate recording on my phone, as I've talked about before. So this gives me the opportunity to like legitimately do that. Hi friends, it is currently 1:04 a.m. But let me flip you around. Oh, it's not super cool. Just submitted to this. I got an email as part of like the NYU stuff, so I submitted to just the cabarets. Part of me really wanted to submit to like the full musical thing, but I figure the cabaret is a good step. If I get that, then there's a higher chance I could be invited. But also because like I need to send the full draft of Café, and I will have a full draft of the show by October. So I'm just trying to put my best foot forward so that people can get to know the work better. Also, let me flip you around again. I've been working on my website. Obviously, that is not me. But I'm working on my website now because my old website is just, it's like a little template on Canva, but I can't really like upload like my resume, projects, contacts, set up, all that kind of thing. So the plan is for me to like transfer everything that's on there and add more photos and stuff to really like not beef up, but to like actually showcase my portfolio. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit you down, finish annotating through as much of Act 1 as I can get through. I have a meeting for thesis tomorrow at 10 and then another one at 4. I also need to do my laundry, all of which you won't be seeing because it has nothing to do with this vlog. I woke up really late today and I'm trying not to stress about sleeping. I've been really struggling with that. I have a lot of anxiety, so. Alright, I need to stop rambling. It's time to get to work and I'll check in with y'all later. Can't wait to see this footage back and edit it in a month. Hi everyone, it is currently 1:43 a.m. As we were working through this, my pencil reached too little, too small, so I have to pick a dark one to match. This is the crossing out and this is the highlight. So before I jump into this new pencil, I thought I would show you what I do with a pencil that is finished because I've actually never shown this before. So let's do it. This was Gris Noir. Okay, so first thing I do is I take one of these little Post-its and wrap it around this one. Not with this tape, wrong tape. With this tape, because I need to differentiate between the years. This is year 2, so all year 2 pencils are going to have this pink. Once I have it wrapped around, take my little tape and then I stick it. It's not cooperating right now. There we go. And I just make sure I wrap it around the pencil so it doesn't move. Then I give it a personalized tattoo. I put the date. Today is technically the 17th, but I'm writing this on the 16th. So I put the 16th, 2024, and then I put the summer. I named it this summer my Frida Kahlo summer. So last summer it was CCL 23 summer. And so now she looks like this. And then what I do is I make my little Instagram story. I have been tracking how many pencils I have been using this year. And this is pencil, I think I have to legitimately check. Yeah, so this is actually pencil number 30 of the year thus far. Pencil number 30. So then I make my little Instagram story and I do this. I try and do it in one take because otherwise it just feels like a little bit weird, you know? And then I do my little caption. Thank you for your service. Number 30. Looks something like that. And I post it. The reason I do this is because my vlogs, you know, they aren't in real time. They are something that I'm posting purposely a month behind because of the nature of theater and not being able to like really talk about things as they're happening. And because like things are happening, even if it's just like a submission or waiting to hear back from a rejection or an active production meeting, like stuff like this just wouldn't necessarily be so public. And so because I still want to share the process and I'm really adamant about that, I give myself sort of a month behind schedule. But I can share my pencil journey on Instagram without giving away too much. All right, I'll check in with you later. friends, it is currently 2:54 on the 17th. I'm ready to go to bed. I have to be up. I mean, luckily it's a Zoom meeting, so I don't have to be up super early, but I finished going through all of the documents. This is the summer draft that I originally went through in March of this year and then reread now and figured out some good stuff. And now that I'm going through it, I'm like, okay, the beginning of the song is actually here. I started it with this chorus that I never really brought back. The structure of the song is really messy. See, this one didn't have any form. And it's one of those things where some days I'm like, I don't need a song to have form. I don't need to follow the AABA or the verse chorus or whatever. I can just do whatever I want. Then I actually look back at songs where I was less keen on structure. And there is such a difference in what the arc of the story is and what it's trying to say, and it undercuts itself dramatically. So I think knowing when and where to use dramatic structure and breaking it is really, really important. And my attempt at that with Superstition was just not right. But there are a lot of good bones in here. They're in a bag, and I have to put them together to make it into a body. But they're here, and that's really, really freaking cool. So I'm excited now that I have this. Once I get the notes from John, knowing exactly how to fix it. And now I also have the problem that I've been having for a long time is I feel that Megan is underdeveloped. I know I've been talking about it for weeks, but I really, really feel that she's underdeveloped. And so I think what will be the key is figuring out what her superstition is, and that being the guiding principle throughout the whole thing. So yeah, with that, I will see you mañana. I am so tired. Chaito. Ciao, ciao. Hi friends, it is currently 1:47 p.m. on Wednesday 17th. I'm sorry, I'm a bit scatterbrained because I am having a pretty bad pain day. I thought I woke up okay. I'm gonna be taking the subway for the first time in literally 3 months. So I'm a bit nervous about the stamina that that's gonna require and seeing if I can do it. I have to travel to LA in 2-ish weeks, 3 weeks. So again, feeling nervous about that and of whether my body can actually do it. With that in mind, thesis stuff went super well, really exciting work. So that means that I am free, clear really, to focus on cafe, full steam ahead. We have a meeting today at 4, which we're gonna leave in about an hour, just because I don't know how long it's gonna take me in the subway. And I have to start doing physical therapy, but I thought I'd check in first. I'm meeting with John tomorrow at 1, and I should be getting my notes back on the act, like on the entire first act, either tonight or tomorrow morning. So then we'll be talking about it. Tomorrow I have a meeting with Ryan, a production meeting, to talk about like timing and money and all the stuff that goes into like theater producing. So very excited for that. Tomorrow is just like a full-blown cafe day. So I definitely want to finish as much of Act 2 as I can. And I know I wanted to write the bad act of Act 2, and I think it's possible since I can go in and revise this. But I think all in all, I feel like I'm in good shape. If I'm not, I might have to work during the weekend, but I hope that that won't be the case. That I will check in with you after I get back from NYU. I have a research consulting meeting for my thesis at 4 p.m. So I'll see you on the other side. Hi friends, it is currently 12:48 a.m. on the 18th. The recoil damage I had from this is super high. I literally was at the library and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna walk down a literal block and get food. And when I sat down, I was like, if I have to physically walk one more block, I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna do much, but you know, I took an Uber home and I lifted my feet in the back of the Uber, and then I got here and you can see my pillows over there, like, lifted my feet, slept, and I just ate something. I'm eating some fig bars from Costco, pretty good. Felipe's got me onto these. I didn't
really ever had these before. What this Frida Kahlo summer has taught me is that there is a limit to what I can do. Not in here. Not in here. Not with my pen, not with my music, but with my body. There's a hard limit, really hard lesson to be learning, but one that I really need to learn, especially because Café con Leche is such a big project and I can't get it perfectly done in the 2 months that I have left. Well, actually, I have till September, but in the 2 months that I want to get it done, because I have my thesis, because I have masters, and I just need to accept my limitations, embrace them, and not feel like I can't do things. It's just gonna take me longer, and that's okay. I mention JC a lot, but I find the fact that they're so open about their pain that they physically deal with has given me the permission to do that with myself. Like, not even with the internet, whatever, but to take that in for myself. And that has done a lot to me and my brain and lifted me from the shame of this injury, which I think will haunt me for a while. But I'm gonna get strong again. I'm gonna get physically fit again. So with that in mind, I'm going to probably work for the rest of the night and start getting through Act 2 as much as I can muster. And then before my meeting at 1 tomorrow with John, I need to read over the Café con Leche notes. I haven't gone over them. I got them from John like 3 or 4 hours ago. I'll see you on the other side of tonight. It is currently 4:24 a.m. Been focusing for 58 minutes. I read my Act 2, total of 48 pages. We lost 3 soldiers. May they rest in peace. I remember talking up this Act 2 and being like, I have one. I have one that I thought worked. I have one that I don't think I'm gonna have to focus on, that I can just retool. Okay, let me show you. This is, for example, all the gray is crossed out and the purple is the only thing saved. This one doesn't even, like, the green here is what I saved. It's just way worse for wear. Like, look at this. The blue is what I cut here. I differentiated the scenes by color, but like, what the hell? And I did remember it being rough, but when I wrote Act 2, Scene 2 last year, I wonder if the vlog is even up. If it is, I'll go back and watch it. No. Act 2, Scene 2 didn't make it because I didn't have time to edit the video. One day I'll put the footage of that online. But when I wrote this scene, I showed it to John. And I was like, John, this is the greatest scene I've ever written so far in my career. And this is why it was so important for me to write a version of Café before I started NYU, because I really wanted to measure where I was at. And he was like, this is good, but remember, this is a musical, very kind. And I read it over today, and I literally wrote, I thought this was so good last summer, and while there are hidden gems here, this itself is not good. I had to show that. That is my truth. And that is Miss Marin. Hi, Miss Marin. She's like, we should be going to bed. It's so late. So that's where I'm at. I'll go to bed now. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hi, friends. It is currently 10:52 on Thursday, July 18th. Today started off great and also horrible. I woke up in the most agonizing pain I have felt since my accident. Literally had the meeting, which is the good part, with Ryan and the Frontera team, where they're going to be producing my musical at the Tank. Like, I woke up just to be able to talk to them, but the pain was agonizing. And then literally after that, I slept. Like, I have my lesson with John tomorrow. My other meeting canceled. So that's going to be next week, and it ended up just being fortuitous because I am in agony. I'm taking exactly what I'm supposed to. I'm going to rub some ointment on my feet, and I think that'll help me go to bed earlier. But yeah, it's just like I had such a big plan this week, and I'm learning that I can't do everything. I just physically can't. And that's been a big lesson. What's on the docket? I know I talked about the bad play of Act 2. That's not going to happen. New goal. I want to outline Act 2. Save the Cat screenwriting edition. I've been working off the novel edition for a couple of years, but I finally was able to get my hands on this one. Which also going to be reading over his notes that he sent me because we're meeting tomorrow 11:30. So it gave me a chance to read over some of the notes and feelings and put those into my Scrivener file because I know I'm going to be working on a different draft. I'm almost out of pages in this book and I'm starting to get stressed. I have these many pages, which I think should take me through the end of Act 2. Oh, and really, really important, I have a reading of Café set 2 weeks from Friday. So 2 weeks from tomorrow, this needs to be done. So very stressed out about that, but also really, really excited, and I'm excited to start composing and working on music. We'll see where it goes. It's coming down to the wire as I thought it would. Very scary. So I think I'm just going to check in with you at the end of the night. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling because I'm stressed. But I would like to note here that I'm currently trying this recipe. Maybe I talked about it earlier in the vlog, but it's like a pinch of vanilla creamer in a Coke. I get the Mormons now. I see your vision, dog. I see your vision. See you on the other side. Hi friends, it is currently 3:28. I posted this on Instagram, which I think I'll read for you now because it's how I'm feeling. I'm very stressed. It says, I'm at the point where my work being perceived outside of a very select group of people I have pre-approved is happening, and my imposter syndrome and the feeling that I am not ready is going to make me self-implode. This is the kind of thing that really makes me want to die. I gotta stop feeling this way because this is the reason I fell, but I am just so overwhelmed. It's like I'm reliving the feeling of being trapped. The day, that is literally what I was feeling the day that I fell, and I need to find a way to cope with that because I cannot fall again. I'm in like 3 months of recovery and it's like really difficult. I ended up like fighting my way through it. I'm really stressed about Act 2 right now. So I got out my Save the Cat as I mentioned earlier, and I made my little outline, and I have started outlining some points on there. So I'm coming prepared to talk with John tomorrow. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Hi friends, it is currently 8:40 p.m. on Friday the 19th, and I forgot to get footage of my meeting with John this morning. But let's just say that it's time to lock in and rewrite this first act. A lot of it is done. I have all the pieces in there. Now it's about moving out what I don't need, putting in some new scenes that I knew I was missing, the romance in particular, and retooling songs and structure and, doing what I need to do. I was going to work on it today, but because of the Windows outage, I can't go to the library. I wasn't able to print, and also I had physical therapy today, so I really wanted to focus on making sure I'm okay, which I was, even though I was in a lot of pain. They're literally growing pains. But yeah, I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to edit next week's vlog because this weekend I gotta lock in and work on this first act and retool it as much as possible. And I have a meeting with John on Tuesday. If you've been a long time follower of this vlog, this is BMI 2021 application season. Like, we're going to be meeting pretty much that often. It's exciting, scary, but 2 weeks from today, I have a reading of my musical. It's completely sequestered. No one's invited outside of the people who have worked on this before, just so that I can hear it. And then we are moving on. We are composing for a month. It is crazily overwhelming, but I'm really hopeful. All that to say, thank you so much for watching the vlog. If you like what I do and want to support what I do, the best thing you can do if you don't live in New York is to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you're working on this week. And if you've watched this point, I don't know, put a lemon
put a lemon in the comments. And if you do live in New York, the show will be going up in October. Hopefully, I don't know the dates exactly yet, but I will be going up in the tank. So if you do want to see it, come to the show is the best way to support the work that I do, because it lets producers know that it's something they can sell and something they can buy. And if you can't make it to New York, consider joining my Patreon, where I am thinking, once this version of the show is done, of uploading the demos that we did for the March. That would be fun for the March workshop, so that you can hear the show and how it's been. Maybe I'll post my first ever demos from like when I started writing this 4 years ago. Maybe if we hit a certain number. I'll see you next week with a new vlog. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.